Oh man, this again, like the closer of a reading you make with this stuff, the more tragic, the more heartbreaking it becomes. Like, uh, it's beautiful, it's heartbreaking, and it's Angela is such a well done character. I again will never get over Gianna Kiehl's performance in the remake. I think she brought so much humanity and groundedness and again pathos and resonance. Um, yeah, Cleo brought up after our stilled discussion. I feel like always is another loaded word in terms of looping. For me, it's always like this. Yeah, Cleo and I talked about like I asked her like what do you think that fire is there to represent? Is it like representing the rage inside her, like wrathful flames? Is it meant to be just like another reference to the fact that the Lakeview did burn down, and so we're seeing more of that reality as James's reality gets destroyed? And then she was like, I mean, it's hell. And Angela in the remake in particular feels like such a Christian or particularly Catholicism coded character, like with the artwork in her apartment and the amount of guilt she feels over something that I think most people playing and watching this game would say, like, hey, your dad was the worst human being ever. I think like we can understand and even forgive you killing him. Like maybe there's not even anything to forgive there, depending on who you are. James himself says no. Like when Angela says, "I deserve what happened to me," and James, I love Luke Roberts' line delivery because so much of Guy Seehe's performance in the original, like people laud it and stuff. It's just like, no, Angela, that's not true. It's this when you put it side by side with something like this, Luke Roberts James in this moment is so much like he is so wrought at this point. He is so emotionally spent, but he still is able to acknowledge like, Angela, come on. You you do not you do not deserve any of this. You didn't deserve it then, you don't deserve it now. But Angela has just lived in this world feeling where like feeling that guilt for so long. She might be looking for to her mother for absolution if her mother is the only one left. Another thing that I talked about with Cleo is like the way when she thinks James is Angela, or when she thinks James is her mother, she says, "Oh, it's you. Maybe finally I can rest." I wonder, like, is she getting ready to kill her mother right there? Is that what she is hoping to do once she finds her mother at this point? Or is she looking for absolution? Is she looking for someone to tell her, someone who, like, James at the end of the day is a stranger, and so who is he to absolve her? Is she looking for someone like a family member, someone that knows her and was part of the situation potentially to say, like, you are forgiven for this, or you do not need to feel bad about this? And she doesn't find that person. Um, yeah, everything about Angela's storyline is just tragic, and it's reflected in the music. Um, one last thing that Cleo was talking about in regards to the music, what I was hearing was piano equals racing thoughts, string instrument equals truth, emotion, slowing down, something sad and simple going through. Yeah, it is a very simple piece of music at the end of the day. Very few instruments, a very simple chord progression that is repeated over and over again. There's no like secondary progression. There's no movement to like a bridge or a verse or chorus. It's just the same thing over and over again. Yeah, the piano for Racing Thoughts. That's what I heard back in True as well when we got that new piece of music with the. It has that consistent steady piano like that, and That yeah, to me also always sort of evokes um, racing thoughts. And the polarity of my sustain pedal has been messing around all day for some reason, or not working. There we go. Jeez. Thankfully, I think this is the last piano music that we're actually going to go over. Um, but yeah, there's so much more we could say about this, but I do need to move on and get on with the game. um, anything else? Yeah, just one final note about the similarities between this piece and Not Tomorrow. Like, well, the note that I have here, it's like it's this music for tragic deaths. It's for music for people who needn't have died, perhaps. Yeah, there's our similarity, Cleo. That sort of racing thoughts on the piano, as reflected in the piano.